Hey, everybody, I'm Jeff Johnson.
And I'm Garrett Gibson.
And for the Film By podcast, this is Previously On. Welcome back. Garrett Gibson he's with us. He's remote at this point. He's live on the scene somewhere. Garrett, you are hearing us correctly.
I am hearing you loud and clear. For some reason, camera's being a little funky, so we just won't get to see my beautiful face while we're having this conversation.
Well, I mean, we're looking at your beautiful face. Your promotional photo is just gorgeous. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm glad we have a live on the scene, just still frame of me, so I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. Speaking of gorgeous, we wouldn't be talking spandex or superheroes without our good friend Benny Mack. Ben, welcome back.
Hi. How's it going, everybody?
Hi, Ben. Yeah. Hey, guys, I know we're here to talk about Daredevil. Before we jump into the 5th episode, I think we need to talk about something we missed last week. I think everyone missed it last week until some eagle-eyed viewer out there dropped it on the internet. But can we take a look? Can we take a look at this photo here? That's the Watcher. I don't care what you say, right?
It is.
It is.
That is 100% the Watcher. It was confirmed by Marvel Television, by the way, too.
Yes, it
I mean,
was confirmed.
Clever use of broken glass and like the lights on the top of the Fogwell's gym.
It really is. Wednesday morning, Ben sends me this picture bright and early, and he's like, "Dude," and I was like, "No way." He's like, "It's the Watcher."
Yeah. So, yeah. Quick question, because we know, like, if you watch Into the Spider-Verse, where the Kingpin was he's kind of moving through the multiverses trying to find Vanessa because in his world he's lost her. If the Watcher is confirmed in Daredevil, I would assume that this is a significant moment in the timeline. And could this mean something multiversal for Daredevil? Do you guys think?
Ben?
Yeah, I honestly, I think there is going to be some kind of tie-in. I know we kind of touched on it earlier, but like maybe possibility of Spider-Man, which honestly, when we were talking about it, I kind of almost wrote it off. Mm-hmm. But I think seeing something like that is a definite tie-in to something else in the future for sure. And that's exciting.
Very exciting.
That's one of those things that definitely excites me because since we start falling into the multiverse theory and all that, it opens up so many doors, and it's like, are we going to get like the Andrew Garfield, or are we going to get the Tobey Maguire? I mean, who are we going to get if we end up doing that? So, I mean, it opens up so many doors, and I would be absolutely thrilled. I mean, even the possibility of bringing back Jennifer Garner. I mean, good Lord, yes. I mean, I'm all for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
don't be Ben Affleck. Don't be Ben Affleck. Don't be Ben Affleck. Please.
Well, I mean, Garner did come back though. She was in Deadpool Wolverine. So
yeah, in the multiverse already. Yeah.
All bets off when the multiverse is in play. Yeah. Let's get to episode 5. This is the Grand Design. So the Anti-Vigilante Task Force intensifies its search for Daredevil and Bullseye. We kind of called that one last week. Mm-hmm. But Vanessa is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll get there.
Kingpin. Yeah, Garrett, I was trying not to say something. Way to go, buddy.
No, Kingpin he is distraught. He is telling his the head AVTF guy, find them alive. He wants these guys alive.
Yes,
and that does not bode well. We know Vanessa is in critical condition, and our boy Daniel, trying to control the spin. He's no comment. BB though, pushing for that exclusive, and finally, I think he is seeing through her bullshit. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you kind of hope so, but dude, then she just gives him a hug, and he's like, she's in critical condition. Like he caves as soon as she gives him the one thing that he wants. And I know we're going to cover what is the stem from that and what the possibility of it is. But I mean, dude, he's got a nut up. I don't need this guy's going to get killed.
Okay, so I got a theory, and I know we'll find out soon enough. But he does, she sees that her shit's wearing thin, so she hugs him because she knows she's got this guy wrapped, right?
Yeah.
But you notice he kind of looks off to the side. He does one of these little, as he's hugging her. I think he planted that to see if she would leak it. That's my thought.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Maybe
that's a possibility.
It is. And again, since we didn't see the next episode of that little Fisk show that she does, I kind of feel like that bobblehead's going to pop up, and that's going to be Daniel's final damning moment after
he'll know.
Of course, where we see his story end up in this episode. I feel like that's going to be like he's at the point of, okay, now I'm just going to take care of this. I'm done with it.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, he's pretty pissed when the story breaks.
Yes.
Because he knows. But meanwhile, Daredevil, working to keep Bullseye alive, they are escaping through the sewers like a bunch of mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't think we were going to get the unlikely team up, but this is good. It's working this whole episode. I'm loving it.
Honestly, same.
Yeah, same here.
So let's talk about these guys, because Bullseye just doesn't know when to shut up. I think,
No.
He's talking about Fisk's wife for Foggy. He's talking about the balancing the scales of justice, which I think is kind of a clever callback to the opening credits, where we see like the sculptures of Daredevil and Kingpin and the scales and the broken signs and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. But Bullseye shouldn't have survived the 4-story fall when Daredevil threw him off that building. And Daredevil gives us the episode's title. Well, perhaps that's the grand design. Garrett, you and I have talked about this before. I love when we get the title or the movie title in the script.
Get the title card in the script. I mean, it's always awesome. And again, this is another episode. Of course, we don't get Wilson Bethel and the formulated and like action sequences that we saw last week, of course.
No.
But this is another good episode for him that's heavily based around Bullseye, to where he's just like, I'm bleeding out. I've seen this enough. I know what's coming. Let it happen. And like Ben talked about last week, Daredevil is such a good hero. He's got such a strong moral compass that no matter what, no matter how big of a scumbag you are or anything like that, he doesn't want to see somebody wrongfully die. He wants them to pay for their crimes. I mean, that's yeah. So I did love that chemistry this episode between them.
Well, and speaking of like the chemistry, I love that it's juxtaposed with the chemistry that we see between Matt and Foggy in these incredible flashbacks. Can we just give a shout out to the amazing team that did the de-aging on basically everybody? Because we're gonna see Wilson Fisk, we're gonna see Vanessa, we're gonna see everybody a couple years prior, and they look so damn good. Like blew my mind. We got the whole thing. I love that, and this episode just ties everything together, right? Because we go back to a younger Wilson, before he's in the white suits, before he meets Vanessa. Hey, we got a problem with Lionel. Call the guy. And now we get to figure out, well, this is where Buck came from. This is he was, kind of like gun for hire. I'm digging it, man. It's kind of funny to give us like a little bit of a throwback, because like Kingpin's talking about getting into cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And that's that's when Wesley, it's good to see Wesley again,
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Exactly. Yeah. Man.
Talk about Wesley, Ben. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. Like Wesley was a great number 2, I believe. I mean, not that, this other guy isn't a great number 2, but there was something about Wesley that I always liked. It was just his like composure. I think it was Wesley's composure is the word I was looking for. Yeah. I really like that guy.
He's icy. Like he's a gentleman, but he's just the right amount of scary. you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic to see him back. Nice to see Buck like a little more disheveled.
Backstory.
Yeah, you
Yes.
know, like he wasn't always the clean cut guy in the suit. And I dig the fact that he tells Wesley like, "Oh, look at you coming up in the world," you know. And now Buck, you know, who basically becomes Wesley, also haircut, you know, the American Psycho suit. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got it going on. Yeah, it was really cool to see this. I love the idea how they're kind of tying in, you know, how Wilson meets Vanessa, why he was drawn to the art gallery. We are heavily leaning on the rabbit in the snowstorm painting this entire episode, which I love, you know, because
Yeah.
there's that. Did you guys pick up on the whole? We're seeing the flashbacks, and it's all about the painting, and then in her room, those shades, those white shades. I mean, the sun's beating through it. He's still got like the rabbit in the snowstorm behind him, even though it's like the hospital window with the white blinds. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't pick up on that. I like
Didn't
that.
pick up
Okay.
on it? All right, all right.
No, I like that.
Great line, some great dialogue here. Daredevil, I'm trying to save you because I tried to kill you, and the backstory that we're getting, the flashbacks with Foggy. It's funny because I know they do a good job in the original three seasons of the Netflix episode of the Netflix series. It never dawned on me until watching this. Foggy was always the moral center of their group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did
For
you?
sure.
I mean, I guess was I asleep on that? Because Matt's always like, you know, the Catholic guilt and like, hey, let's do the right thing. But I feel like in these flashbacks, Matt's like, you know, like with Lionel, he's like, ah, fuck this guy. He's, you know, he's with the mob. He deals drugs. Like, but Foggy's like, no, let's see, second chance. He grew up rough. Like, I never picked up on Foggy being Matt's moral center and like his reason for the scale, like balancing the scales.
Well, you got to think, throwing back, man, that like when he found out he was Daredevil, he goes, you know, we have to do this the right way. Trust the law. He didn't want him going out there beating people up. He was always just kind of the heart and soul, and like again, more pure than Matt. Remember that conversation that Matt had with Frank? You know, it's always been about him. Yeah. I mean, like he said, he was a better man than either you and I will ever be.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Foggy is definitely the moral compass, I think. I love that throwback.
Garrett, I just want to point this out because it's a weird thing, and maybe you and I have been talking DTF St. Louis a little too much, and I'm almost afraid to get Ben's response here. But so Matt Murdock, not opposed to like the foot thing, you know, when it comes to kinks.
Yeah. He's like, I don't mind.
Is this a Disney Plus show? Like, what are we? It's like,
You know,
for the record, I have no problem with feet. It's
yeah. Next thing you know, he's a sex robot outside of a hotel room.
Oh,
Just
no.
the whole thing.
Oh, that's DTF Hell's Catching. That's not what
That
I
was going to be
see.
my response. Garrett took it out of my mouth. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So obviously, back to BB. You know, she kind of leaks the story. Daniel is super pissed. Buck kind of shows up. Hey, I got this. Don't worry. The task force, they're basically Imperial stormtroopers at this point. Because if you just say they're like, hey, do we need to involve the task force? And like everyone's like, oh, I'm good. I'll go quietly. You know. I felt a real Goodfellas Scorsese vibe with this car trip to Albany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got that vibe, and what was it? Casino as well. Of course, it just them taking them out to the middle of the cornfield. So yeah, no, I completely understand that feeling.
We'll get to the ending, but we're all, for reasons we haven't really figured out, we're all fans of Daniel. Like, were you guys honestly scared for him? Especially when they stopped at the hardware store and he's like, I'll go in. He's like, just sit here. I got it. And he comes walking out with a sawzall, a shovel. God,
I was absolutely terrified for him until they get the car stopped and he's sitting there kind of pleading for his life. Like, look, I'll just disappear. You don't. And then before we get the reveal and everything, I thought that maybe Buck had realized that he told BB and he was going to give him that option right there. I was like, hey, she's in the trunk, so here's your chance. But yeah.
Yep.
I was like, because we talked about like maybe the Kingpin will put Daniel in that position, and when he's talking about unbridled, unquestioned loyalty, that's what Mayor Fisk expects. I thought, okay, well we're killing somebody, and what if he opens the trunk and it's BB? Because that would have been a great spot to just fade to black end. I seriously, I think her day is coming though. I think Daniel. I think we had it right when we mentioned that a couple weeks ago. Like I think that's gonna be Daniel's ultimate test coming down the line.
It will be. It's either he gets beat to death by Fisk, or he ends up killing BB because she just kept betraying him. Before Fisk can find out, he just takes care of the problem himself.
I had to go back because I looked and I was like, wait, that's not BB. I'm pretty sure that was the first mate from the Northern Star. Remember
it was.
Buck shot him in the head? Okay.
Yeah, so that's the guy. What's funny is after I had to freeze frame it on there, and I was like, oh, that's the guy the U.S. Marshals had. Okay, this makes sense now. Yeah.
All right. So we just got to hide the body. Important safety tip. Anyone that's trying to hide a body out in the woods. He bought the Sawzall and he bought the shovel. I'm assuming he paid cash, but he did not buy any lime, and that's just a rookie mistake. I don't know how this guy's SAS and henchman for the Kingpin not buying lime, unless he already had the lime. Maybe he did. I don't know.
I do like one scene in the car where he's like,
yeah,
have you heard Hellman's? And then Danny's just like, the mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise? Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong, and I know we haven't watched it in a couple years now, but was like the story he was talking about over there, where he was like doing these black ops things, wasn't that similar to what Frank Castle was doing? Didn't we learn that in the first season of The Punisher? I'm not trying to tie the line. Like I don't know if they were.
No, it kind of was. Yeah, he was like special ops, like deep cover missions, and the absolute shit. Yes.
Well,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just you got to wonder like, did they ever cross paths over there?
Because
that'd be a fun little connection.
Yeah, that's where him and Billy come from, and it makes you wonder, like, hey, do you like somehow tie Jigsaw or whatever? I like it. The possibilities are endless there, which I'd be cool with that. Yeah.
Really cool to see Matt is got Bullseye back to the church. I love the. Remember this place, you piece of shit. that's where Bullseye killed the priest. You know,
yes.
Matt's mentor, his confidant. You know, and you just knew like you can't sit down and catch your breath for like 2 minutes before the task force shows up and starts beating down the door.
Yep.
The fact that they find him every 10 seconds just pisses me off because it
pisses me off, and
it does give you that stormtrooper vibe. It's like, where the hell did the Empire find you guys at? Like,
it's just the hell, and it's just, I think like this episode really, and credit to the actor playing like the main task force guy.
Yeah.
I just need to see him get his ass kicked.
Well,
he's got such a smug look on his face. Please, someone give him an ass whipping.
See,
or he's gonna mess up. Sorry, Garrett, I didn't
cut
you off, but it's either he's gonna get his ass whipped or he's gonna fuck up, and Kingpin is just gonna rip his head off. It's gonna be something like that. Just because now that certain things have happened, Kingpin's like mental isn't all the way there right now.
Yeah.
So one little fuck up could cause him to snap, and I'm hoping it's on that guy.
Well, let's talk about Kingpin's mental stability. It's a rare moment, Vanessa, she wakes up in critical condition. Rare moment here for Wilson Fisk to show so much vulnerability.
Yes.
He's almost childlike.
It is.
Did you guys catch that and this credit to D'Onofrio on this. Did you notice how his voice was breaking? Like the gruff Kingpin voice, like he took it up a register or two. He was very emotional, very upset. Really fine acting by Vincent D'Onofrio, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
But man, and I thought Garrett had it. I was like, oh yeah, we're doing the soap opera thing. She's out, but now she's gonna be in the hospital and whatever. And then when she was like the whole tell me a story. The second time I was like, oh, there's something wrong. She's,
Yep.
Or that she doesn't like pineapple juice.
Yeah,
that was
and
the
she's
first
like,
hint. That was like the first little hint right there
he's
when
like,
you're like, "Do you want anything to drink? Can I get you anything to eat?" And she's like, "I want pineapple." He's like, "You don't like pineapple juice." So that's your first click.
Tingly.
Well, another one. Now that I'm thinking about the scene, the nurse comes in and she's like, "Oh, I need." He's like, "Stop! Get me pineapple juice in a glass with ice."
With ice.
And she's like, "Why did you frighten that poor young woman?" Like, I mean, Vanessa that we know would just be like, "Yeah, that's par for the course." Like,
yeah.
But she was kind of startled at how he treated the nurse, and man, I was like, "Well, they're not going to drag this out 2 episodes in a row." And when we hear
they can't.
when we heard the monitor go dead, I was like, "Yep, she is gone now." For sure.
Yep.
Him full blown panic attack. Of course, them trying to defibrillate, and I mean, yeah, you can kind of see the writing on the wall there.
I am so excited for what's to come because we now are going to be treated to the Kingpin is gonna show up now. That's what Mayor Fisk, Wilson. They're gonna disappear. The Kingpin of crime is about to make his entrance, I think.
Yeah.
And where like Foggy was Matt's moral compass, if you will, and kind of always kept him in check. I feel like Vanessa was Fisk's.
Oh, by far.
And now that he's not, we've seen Matt, like without Foggy, Matt has been very animalistic, and very brutal in his when he's in the Daredevil persona. I think we're now going to see a very brutal, uncaring, unforgiving Wilson Fisk, and I'm here for it, man. I'm so excited.
Same.
Now, before we go, we gotta look at one more photo, and we got to talk about it real quick, and I'll be brief, but this one right here, this was I don't know if you guys can see this now. So Mike Coulter taking some selfies. They're filming Daredevil. They're filming season 3 of Born Again. They're having some fun. Well, last week we showed some set photos, like, oh yeah, the Defenders are back. Is anyone wanting to comment on what Matt Murdock is wearing in this photo?
Yeah. It really makes you wonder if Daredevil is then brought to justice at the end of this season. So yeah,
I have to wonder. So one of two things has happened here. Either Coulter has inadvertently leaked like the ending of season 2, and this is going to end with Daredevil being apprehended and going to prison, or it's going to be some twist where the hero wins and everything's fine, and then we're going to get slammed into something where he's arrested and apprehended in season 3. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think, Ben? Are we getting a spoiler here, or?
I think he did spoil it. I think that was an oopsie daisy for sure. I think he is going to go to prison. But the cool thing about that is, if you remember Punisher being in prison, now we get to see Daredevil and what he's going to do in prison, and I think that's exciting.
I could go for it.
Something about a good prison fight scene, just as like with that, and even like Peacemaker did real good on it with a vigilante like prison fight scene. Like there's been a lot of good superhero prison fight scenes. So yeah, I'm okay with watching a Daredevil one.
I'm okay with it. I think there's just one thing that's not sitting right. Like, and look, I'm not a corrections officer, and I don't know how it works, but I would think, if Matt Murdock goes to prison, and he's obviously, that's federal prison, like it's, he's in the jumpsuit, and you got the concrete block wall behind him. With his disability, would he just be in Gen Pop, or is there like a, I don't know how that works. Like if you're blind, do you go to regular prison, or is there like a other version?
I mean, just watching all the like prison movies and everything over time, I think you're just in Gen Pop, because there's been so many times where you see someone super elderly or somebody that's deaf or something like that. So I think you just go straight in Gen Pop. I don't think they really give a shit if you're blind or not. They're like, hey, you deserve to be in here either way.
Yeah.
Tough way to try and defend yourself at shower time. Well, I don't know. I'll tell you what, anyone out there, if you know, like, if you have the answer to this or you have the answer to anything, drop us a comment. Let us know. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Let us
Other
know.
than, yeah.
Yeah, let us. Yeah, we don't need to know about all that, but let us know. Like, did Coulter spoil it? Is Daredevil going to jail next season, or is it? I mean, this season, at the end of this season, we would love to find out. Also, love it if you hit that subscribe button that you see right there, and check us out because we will be back next week for sure. All right, then I think that'll cover it for now. I've been Jeff Johnson here with the Kingpin of Dayton, Ohio, Benny Mack, and our man on the street, Garrett Gibson. Just remember, when your favorite shows end, our conversation begins. We'll see you next time.
Bye.